Hey everyone, this is Katana, co-founder of My Virtual Bookkeeper. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of the most common questions that we get, which is what's the difference between cost of sales and expenses on a P&L? Well, the biggest difference is that cost of sales are going to be items that are directly tied to revenue generating items. So in real estate, which is sort of our specialty, right? If we were talking about a transaction and a cost of sale on that transaction, that might be something like the sign that you ordered specifically to put in that listing's yard, right? That would be a great example. Or maybe even the transaction coordinator that you paid who helped you with that transaction paperwork, right? That's an example of a cost of sale in that case. Expenses would be normal costs that exist with or without the transactions or with or without revenue in your business, right? So a great example of that would be the rent that you pay for your office space, right? Or maybe even the advertising costs that you take on in order to generate business. So why is this so important to distinguish between cost of sales and expenses? Well, the biggest reason is if you're recording your financials, which you absolutely should to know whether or not your business is profitable, then you might be looking at different models, different examples of, who is spending what and what's their cost of sales. Big example that we use at Keller Williams and at My Virtual Bookkeeper is we like to look at MREA, which is the $1 million real estate agent example or the model. And so one of the things that they teach in the MREA is having 30% cost of sales and 30% expenses. Well, as you can probably already imagine, if you were recording all of your cost of sales as expenses, well, it would look like you had 60% expenses and 0% cost of sales. And so that's just a good example of when we are recording those things in the place where they should be recorded, it's very easy to then compare ourselves to other businesses and see how our margins look in comparison to those other models, those other companies. And so that's a reason why you would want to make sure that those things are being recorded in the right space. Um, that is cost of sales versus expenses, and I hope and trust that you found this valuable. If you did find this valuable, make sure that you like our page, like this video, feel free to comment. And if you've got other questions that we can answer for you, make sure to drop those in as a comment, or you can go ahead and post on our Facebook page, and we'll see you all in the next one.